What's that? Play with that. Hello everybody, I am back in London. It's New Year's Eve today, well the day of. And I'm just having a wholesome day at home before going out this evening, and also about to attempt to make a breakfast recipe that I saw on TikTok. And we know how that normally goes for me, not well. I hope that you all had wonderful Christmases and have a nice new year up ahead. Just working out what's the best tripod. We're on the kettle at the moment. So this breakfast recipe is a cheese and egg and avocado sesame bagel with hot sauce. And it looked great, and I decided this should be within my wheelhouse. So we're going to heat up some oil in a pan, because you put sesame seeds on both sides of the bagel, so it's crispy on both sides. Right, let's go, let's see how this goes. Right then, on one side I'm putting this chili mayo, and then on the other side, because I really like things spicy, I'm going to put sriracha. The eggs aren't all quite ready yet, I'm sort of a bit ahead of myself, but we'll catch it, won't we? Okay guys, it doesn't look bad. I do find it incredibly hard to eat anything with an avocado in it without it falling apart, but pretty good going. I'll link the TikTok that I found this on in the description box as well. Excited to eat this. Quite the transformation from earlier. Now ready for the evening. Hang on, I wonder if this is going to be better. That's my stupid thought I've ever had. I'm wearing a very nice cardigan from And Daughter, which is a really nice knitwear brand. Skirt is from Mungo, really good mini skirt actually. Trusty Jimmy Choo boots. These are my Jimmy Choo strappy heels, are always my like go-to evening out thing. And I've just made an attempt to do my hair a bit, and it's very simple and not too dressy, but the boots are always just a bit of a showstopper really. Just waiting for Lindsay to get here, and then we're going to our friend's house just for some dinner. It's actually going to be very civilised and hopefully an early night. Don't want to see the new year in hungover tomorrow, but also famous last words with that one. Often tends to be the way it ends up going. But yeah, I feel really nice in this. Good morning guys. You can tell I've not been up long. I'm just going out for a walk. It's the day after New Year's Day. It's still bank holiday here in England, so another day off. And I'm just wearing another jumper from And Daughter. It's like a cable knit navy blue one. It's so nice. My Whistles coat, which is just like wearing a big blanket. Agolde Jeans, and the trusty old Sambas, which I'm truly sick of the sight of, but there's just nothing that quite compares to them, unfortunately. If anyone knows anything that does, let me know. I'm not the biggest fan of the Onitsuka Tiger ones, which I know are really similar shape. I mean, never say never, but yes, if anyone's got any other trainer recommendations that are similar shape to these, let me know, asking you to do my job for me there. And yeah, I'm just going to take my book. I'm going to talk about books a lot this afternoon with you guys. Loads of book stuff to go through. And sit and read in Victoria Park for a little bit, I think, and get coffee. Everybody, Happy New Year. It's been the New Year for a few days, but it's like, you know, the start of the week. A way more official New Year, if you ask me, which you didn't. Why am I weirdly lit from the side? Obviously, it's 5 to 12. Just walking out to get a decent coffee. Hang on, it's too dark there. And just obviously laid up for the night. Because let's just have a look at the weather this week in London. Isn't it just lovely? So what we've got today is that would be an entire day of rain. That's rain, and then through the night there's going to be some rain. Now we're at 9 and 10 a.m. At 11 a.m. tomorrow it might stop raining, but we don't hold our breath. And then today's Tuesday, so Wednesday it's raining. Thursday, praise be, it's just completely cloudy. Friday, well, would you look at that, it's raining. Saturday it changes things up and rains 100%. Sunday, goodness me, who saw it coming, it's raining. Monday, rain, you get the drift. You get the drift. How is anyone meant to function and feel okay when this is what's happening to them? Not to be dramatic. Anyway, off to get a coffee in, you guessed it, the rain.
There's a new one. Is that right? It's mine. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, my name is. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Lindsay. Lindsay. Yeah. So that's why I thought I'm going to take my phone.
I know. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
I was training the manager. That's very nice.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Fine. You have to act and sell.
You see in Harvard?
Yeah.
You are acting. The moment you step in Harvard,
Yeah.
you're acting.
Yeah.
You're a Hollywood star.
You're a Hollywood star. You are a Hollywood star.
Yeah, but because I was like James Corden. I was saying James, you know.
Right, guys, let's talk about books. All the plans I had for what I was going to read over Christmas probably slightly unsurprisingly all just changed as I came and went. Somebody recommended on Instagram this I'm a Fan by Sheena Patel. I read this in one sitting. I read this on the train back to Leeds. It's also by the publishers of Rough Trade Books, which I believe is first and foremost a record label, but they support lots of kind of lesser known authors, I suppose, and it's just a really nice cover. The book feels really nice. It's just not a standard size as well. I like the way it was printed on the inside, like the setting of the page was slightly wider than usual. So all in all, it was very nice to read in that sense. And I thought it was really, really brilliant. There were some things that felt a little bit shoehorned into it at certain points, but overall, it's incredible. It's about a woman who, hang on, let me make sure I'm not ruining anything. Yes, she's basically talking about having an affair, her experience of having an affair, but it's sort of written in a very the chapters are very short and it's written as if you're consuming social media, and a lot of it is about her obsession with finding things out via social media as well. And it's written in a way to reflect that too. It's really, really, really good. I really recommend it. From there, I went on to read Giovanni's Room, James Baldwin. It's been on my list for ages. This is brilliant as everyone says it is. I'm sure lots of you will know already, but it's a story about a man in Paris in the 1950s who spends a night in Giovanni's room and from there discovers lots of new things about himself, essentially. But it's just a really, really beautiful read. And then I was on a theme of quite short books, it seems. I read Widow Basquiat by Jennifer Clement, which is about Basquiat's muse, lifelong muse, Suzanne, and it's set in New York. It made me desperately miss New York. Again, really like short, punchy chapters, really quick one to read. Like this is a similar one which you could pick up on a train and get through mostly in one sitting, but so enjoyable. Basquiat does not come across particularly well in it though, I will say, but it definitely like captures that moment in time in New York, which I find so fascinating anyway. So much of the literature I really enjoy reading is set in New York around that time too. It definitely does an amazing job of capturing that. This was another one that somebody on Instagram recommended, Julia Armfield, Our Wives Under the Sea, which is about a couple, and one of them works in submarines. Deep sea diver, would you call that deep sea diver if you're in a submarine? Anyway, a deep sea explorer, shall we say. And she's come back from an expedition somewhat changed. And it's kind of unraveling. It's very slow in a really, really, really brilliant way. It has that dual narrative where the chapters alternate between the two wives. And it leaves you on so many like very subtle cliffhangers all the time, and is an incredibly slow burn, which sort of is then mirrored by what's happening with the character that's come back from this expedition. Didn't love the ending, but I won't say any more than that. And then I asked on Instagram for everybody to share with me their most recommended book of 2022. If I've got enough room in the description box, I will leave the whole list in the description box. I don't know that there'll be, because it's a very long list, so it might be over the character count that you can have, in which case it's on my Instagram, on my books highlight. By far the most recommended, which I hadn't even heard of somehow, was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I'm halfway through this now. It's about two friends who are designing games, game designers. I'm quite a fan of video games, so it definitely is in line with my interest, but I would say you don't need to be into gaming to enjoy it so far. I haven't finished it, so I'm not going to say too much on it until I finished it, but it's incredibly readable, really, really great. I think I'm missing some off. I've been halfway through Alone in Berlin by Hans Verlade for ages, and I sort of abandoned it in favour of this little pile while I was at home over Christmas. And not because I'm not enjoying it, just because I'm not quite getting through it at the pace that I would hope. And obviously reading other books in the middle of that's really not going to help me out with getting through that any quicker. And yeah, I was determined to read Brideshead Revisited over Christmas and just didn't. So as always, best laid plans seem to just go so far out the window so often. But that is my big book update. It's now 1:05. I'm meeting my friend Sarah to do some work. One of our favourite coffee shops, Ozone. This afternoon I'm meeting her at 2, so I will need to set off in about 20 minutes. So I should probably go and actually fully get ready. Who remembers this jacket? I got it in Toronto, September 2021, yes. It's my vintage Hermes one, and I love it so much. It's probably not actually quite warm enough to be wearing it, but I really wanted to. I've just got on my Muji jumper. I wear this constantly since I got it. Definitely want to go get some more knitwear from Muji. Camilla and Mart jeans, Adidas Sambas, been on board with them. And then I've got my blue Tada and Toy ring on today. They have a sale, everything's on sale, everything that Tada and Toy do is on sale, but including the collection that I designed with them. So I'm going to link it in the description box. There's not many pieces left of everything. We're on to the last few of it all. So definitely, if it's something you've had your eye on, this would be a good time to go get it. I've been wearing the Tiger's Eye ring almost exclusively for ages, but it's so nice to have this one on again. I love how bold that blue looks actually today. It looks really, really beautiful. But yes, it's my outfit. I finished reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, which I mentioned earlier in the video. It's so good. It was, like I said, it was the most recommended one from everybody from last year. It wouldn't be my most recommended read of last year. I would still, if I had to pick my favourite fiction, would say The Trees by Percival Everett from last year. And my favourite non-fiction is probably David Wojnarowicz, Close to the Knives. But it was really, really, really great. It's such an enjoyable read. It is very much about video games. It's about two game designers, but you don't have to be into gaming to enjoy the book at all. It like fundamentally is really just about relationships, romantic and platonic ones. And it's the characters, you get so invested in the characters. It's got the kind of level of investment that a book like A Little Life will lead you to, where you really think about them outside of the reading time as well. So I really recommend it. It's like 400 pages, but a really readable 400 pages. It didn't feel long or anything. And I've now been reading, it's in the other room, but I've just started another Annie Ernaux book called Happening, which is about her clandestine abortion that she had in France. And it's a really short one, but her writing is just always incredible. So I'm really enjoying that. And the reading of the Reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow has got me really into playing video games again. I'm actually going to bring the television downstairs for the weekend and put it in just on the coffee table in there, so that I can sit and actually really enjoy the space that I'm playing a game in. Because I think I'm going to have a bit of a lazy weekend. Lindsay's coming to stay, which will be so nice. And we're going for dinner tonight, actually, at a restaurant called Little Duck the Picklery, which is very hard to say fast 10 times, but do feel free to give that a go. And then, yeah, I think we're going to like watch films and be little pigs all weekend, and I can't wait to be a little piggy. Anyway, I'll probably just check in one more time in this video. It's nearly all edited and I'd like to get it up this weekend, so we'll probably get it finished off very soon. But yes. Who does remember this jacket? The fastening, it's kind of like it reminds me of a money clip. Well, it is like a money clip fastening. It's so beautiful. It's so chic. I love it. I really don't wear it enough. And whenever I put it on, I go, oh my God, this jacket, it's so beautiful. Not at all aesthetically pleasing, but definitely going to be worth it for a weekend. Okay, why isn't it working? Because you're not switched on. Just played The Last of Us, which I've been playing on and off for like over 2 years. And it gets me so tense, I can never play it for more than like 10 minutes at a go before I think I'm gonna have to have a lie down. Instead of having a lie down, I've just put on Ab Fab, the episode where they go to France, which is one of my favourites. Oh, I missed the sofa nearly. And I'm also gonna end this vlog here. I've just been finishing off the editing of it. I'm just going to pause it because I'm sure that's not nice background noise, and say thank you so much for watching. I feel like this one's been really boring, but also it's kind of reflective of life at the moment, which is just actually quite boring and January-ish, and yeah, miserable to a certain extent. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully more interesting things on the horizon, but I just simply wouldn't hold your breath. And yeah, oh, that was a good reminder about the Tada and Toy sale as well there, just as I did this with the remote in my hand. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
The liquid scenery causing complexion to drift so carefree. The moonlight reflects in the pool of darker times into sin, darker measures. The sword Maryland, he seeks pride. The depths hard to find friend ways. A pool of strange things. It's skill, it's craving, it's comfort, it's a quill. And outside, I think it's raining. Why do you